But where it is, I've seen Billboard. I've seen the clip of Billboard ripping into Irish people during his Dublin gig.
Mm.
Fucking ate us. He fucking
Yeah.
chewed us up and spat us out. But you can see where there's still good humor to him.
Yeah.
That's like he's like, fuck you all, you bunch of micks. You're fucking coming over here telling me that I'm a fucking plastic paddy, and all of yous are fucking out to come fucking see me to try and see me make a mistake. I'm not gonna make a mistake. This isn't NASCAR. Oh no, you don't even understand what that is. And it was just he was it was glory. It was there's that and there's the New Jersey. There's New Jersey. He has some city in America or some town in America where he just tells them all to go fuck himself for about 17 minutes. And it's fucking poetry. It's poetry. And he's brought that... He hasn't changed himself. He has remained in the same fucking polarity. And yet, the discourse around him is entirely different. I find that fascinating.
Isn't it? Yeah.
That you can remain the exact same, tell the same jokes and the same styles and all of that. Whereas... And as is a perfect example by DX.
I said... Are you ready?
Who did it better, Triple H or Billy Gunn?
I like the way Billy Gunn did it, to be honest.
Same.
But Triple H is kind of old now at this stage. I'm just kind of used to it. I've been beaten down by it.
I would take...
Let's get ready to suck it.
I would take Billy Gunn and Triple H over Road Dogg and Shawn Michaels. I take the two beefy boys. I think they're far better.
And on the foregone conclusion,
because I fucking hate Shawn Michaels' promo style, especially this DX style. I don't know, it's voiceover and it's a little bit stilted, but there's some. I don't like the way. I don't like the rhythm of his promos. It doesn't seem. I don't like it.
Is it an accent thing as well? Like I think it's like certain accents don't really work well with the promo cadence, and I've noticed that with like anyone who has a kind of real thick Californian accent, it's just they're doomed. They just can't be. They can't be taken seriously. Like when Nia Jax speaks, obviously because she's fucking awful as a wrestler, but I'm immediately like, don't care, not interested. Can't hear a word. It sounds like a fax machine. Not fucking interested.
Yeah, the sound of the Jax machine. Hey.
But I think Dublinese can be like that a little bit as well. Like you can hear the likes of Jordan and Finn having to dilute their Dublinese just for the promo to work. Like I was only listening to Jordan's interview with your man Van Vliet there. I was like thinking like, what fucking accent are you putting on, lads?
Yeah.
Like if he's ever in Dublin again, he's getting the fucking slap, 1 for the hair and 2 for the fucking accent. I was like, what are you fucking doing, lads?
Yeah, but he had said it. But he said, like, do you like because Van Vliet, famous Canadian? Have you had to change your accent? I was like, I have to talk slower because he is our thick. I was just waiting for that, but he's not going to go that way. I had to do it when I went on the honeymoon. I was trying to talk to people, and they were like, "Hi, can I have a coffee, please?" They're like, "Can you say that again, hon? I can't understand." It's like bean juice now, and I'm like, you know what? I understand why Americans are cunts, because this is fucking infuriating.
Yeah,
fucking infuriating. I'm getting fucking radical now.
Bill Burr was right all along.
He was fucking spot on. It was, but even inherently in, there's no major cultural divide, and people will try to, and I know I cracked a joke as well, the Dublin and Cork, but there's no fucking difference on the island. We're all pretty much the fucking same, unless you're from Leitrim. But there's something in America, there's west, east, west, and the middle bit, and the bit at the bottom, and that other bit at the bottom over there, and they're inherently tribal. Versus
practically
where the difference is English and Irish people, Scottish, Welsh, the whole lot of us, fucking all of us lumps in together, fucking Celtic cousins, right? Bit of France as well, why not? They invented us. We all sound different, but we're the same. There's nothing different. Like, someone from Mayo doesn't sound like someone from fucking Cabra.
Yeah.
Someone from Coolock doesn't sound like someone from fucking Limerick City. But we all get on. And you can see it when you go on holidays. Because when you see each other, it doesn't matter. The big fucking
it's
Irish
not
heads in us.
Yeah.
But
It's like we've all agreed as a nation that whenever we are on holiday, we have to bring whatever guard jersey we have with us so that we can
Make
be
sure.
recognised
My
when
favourite.
we're abroad.
My favourite thing I have ever seen was a man in a Kerry jersey.
Yeah.
Driving down some Spanish fucking boulevard on a quad bike. And as he went by me, I fucking had to say it. God, the fucking kingdom! I had to. I fucking had to. I had to. And in me fucking Dublin fucking brogue as well. The fucking kingdom. The fucking lads. I'll see you on Sunday, you bollocks. The Spanish were horrified. Didn't know what was happening. And he just went, meh, God up the fucking dubs, you prick. And it was just lovely. It was fucking great. But that fucking inherently summed it up, and that we're all in on it together.
Yeah.
But I've made fucking temporary best friends on holiday with other Irish people. I've never fucking spoken to them or talked to them since. But you just have a moment where you're like, there's something about, maybe it's the fucking drink culture as well.
We're a very social people. We're in particular to most like European countries. Like in many respects, Ireland is an outlier in the world because culturally we're a mix of obviously ourselves, like let's just say Celts. Let's say you got the Vikings, you got the British, you got the Americans, you got Europeans. We are such a motley crew, and the more kind of cultures that come into the country, the better, because it's just going to make us even more more like that as well. Like I've always maintained that like Irish is not just a nationality; it's a way of being. Like it is it's like
very ironically enough, very much like the Jews, where there was the line of we're a people.
Yes,
Irish
we're people.
People.
Exactly. Yeah,
we're a group.
I was actually going to say we're more. It's like Australia in a sense, where Australia is a caricature of what they actually are. Like we are our own caricatures in a sense. Like maybe one person once has worn that hat with all the corks around it, and now suddenly it's just a thing that Australians have. But like it's also like whatever Australians are written in, say, American or not as so much in British one, but certainly in American ones, Australians are seen as almost like weird or like freaks, like in a sense where like they're seen as like so like relaxed or like extroverted and kind of not giving a shit about it. Like again, The Simpsons famously kind of put it with like the Prime Minister being like out in a dinghy in a lake, kind of way. Like that's just the way Australians are perceived. The Irish are kind of something similar in the sense where like it doesn't matter. I personally don't think it matters really like what skin tone you have, where you actually have come from. You're here now. You're with us. You're Irish. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what gender you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. What skin tone you have. You are an Irish national. This is what you are. It's not a case of where like say in England, where a sense where like you do it for your job or you do it for whatever other reason, mitigated circumstances. To be an Irish person, you have to be on a certain wavelength, and it's a kind of weird, almost bohemian effect to it, where like it's a way of life that's found you to a certain degree.
Yeah, there was a great thread on Reddit, and I saw anyone who has not like originally non-national partners. What day did you realise that we finally got them?
I like that. That sounds very interesting. Yeah.
The way like people's turns of phrase. If someone said his wife hung up the phone and said bye.
Oh, that's very odd.
All the little Irish isms, and it would link to England, and link to everywhere else. But you can see where we all have an agreement. If someone says, "Oh, you're a bunch of paddies and you do this," and me go, "All right, yeah, gives a fiver." Water. And whereas the Americans go, oh really? We go, all right, no bother, no hassle, go on, Jack, go on, I'll have one as well while you're going. I had like seeing people come over to Ireland on holiday when I was working in Carroll's was fascinating to see people who actually knew our culture, and they'd walk up to, it'd be dead in the shop, and some fucking fat American fella would walk up to me and go, hey, buddy, where's the nearest pub? I'm like, what you want to do in there? I just want to take in the culture. I'm like, well, you're taking it in now, pal. I don't know how much more culture you want, but I'm it. I'm the best you're gonna get. I'm pure fucking uncut. I'm I'm as fucking close to Colombia as you're getting in terms of purity, but you can see where some people will come in and go, "Hey, pal, no, I need a drink. And you're gonna tell me exactly where to go because I don't want to go to those fucking plastic pubs." I'm like, "Oh, you're here for the right reasons, aren't you?" And they go, "Uh-huh." He said, "Does the pub need to smell good?" Nah, man, give me something that's gonna traumatize my wife. I'm like, down the road, hang a right, look for the taxis. Like, there's just so much of, but then there's some people learned real fucking quick because I was
Mm,
taking the piss out. It was great. Fucking every day was a holiday for me. It was brilliant. But there
yeah.
be people in going, what could you recommend for food? I'm like, chewing it. And then the husband would go, huh? And she'd go, huh? And I'd go, I'm only messing. Uh, what type of meat are you into? What? I said, yeah, I'll go out the back and I'll catch it for you. Like all of the like
Yeah. Do you know
days
why?
of
Because
me.
they're used to such plastic customer service that
Yeah.
like now that you've shown like an actual like level of personality, they're genuinely thrown off. It's like, but at the same way,
Oh,
like, I genuinely don't think I could exist in America because it's so false. Like I can't be dealing with these kind of like these fucking NPCs that will be
depending
around,
in that
you know.
I've one of my friends lived in America for a while, and he said you do get that. You get people
Yeah,
who are on the clock and people who don't give a fuck, and it's
yeah.
very much look. You find your people. If you genuinely, for whatever reason, by by grace or crimes, you ended up in
Mm.
America on the boat, and you were sent over. Get them out. We've had enough of them. Get them out. If you were fucking sent there by fucking decree of President McGregor, you can send you. I'm not saying that again. I'm not wishing that into existence. But
Brian is gonna have to take a very cold shower after saying that, by the
there'll be
way.
none of Jonathan. There'll be none of Kildare left. He'll have snorted all of it. The lily whites. Um, but you can turn around and think you would find your people.
Mm.
Your vibe is your tribe, so
Yeah,
you would
yeah,
find well spoken, meaningful, well researched, heartfelt, violently sarcastic, dangerously witty human beings.
yeah. Mm.
You would find these people and they would find
Yes.
you by sheer force of magnitude. It's just the way it goes. Like my friend lived over there since moved back, and he said something along the lines of, "So when are we all gonna meet up again, guys?" And I went, "Well, the next fucking time you fucking ask me that question, I'm gonna batter you." And he went, "I'm sorry, I forgot I'm home." There's a pal of mine who grew up in New Zealand, lives in America, and she
Mm.
gets English and Irish humor and all of that. And it's like, I said, "Are you not driven demented over there?" And she goes, "Nah, I know where the cool people are."
Yeah.
Like, it helps that she does jujitsu, so.
Oh, then she
Yeah.
just kicked the shit out of it. Yeah, that
You're
also
kind
helps.
not even the fact that like if you're into jujitsu, you're already into fucking sound people who willingly fucking give their bodies to you. Very not unlike professional wrestling, but you
Mm.
can see where very in the same way that you get wrestling fans and then you have fucking marks. You have
Yeah.
people who are there for the joy, and there's people who are there because they're joyful. You know,
Mm.
there's
Yeah.
there's those who are filled with the joys of spring and those who wish to just take in fresh air. And
Mm.
there's something in, and I can see it. It's maybe the fact that I watch a lot of comedians. I can see that. Nah, man, they're there. They're fucking there. I know they are because I watch them.
Mm.
Absolutely. They may be in the minority. What? Were you talking about minorities? No, people who are sound. Oh yeah, they're definitely in the minority. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
But it's something that I can see. Something that Sarah's watching at the moment. It's called Below Deck.
Mm.
Fucking trash. Charter
Oh, I know that one. Yes.
trash. It
Yes.
is one of the worst fucking things I've ever seen happen. Not
Mm.
on land. It's fucking awful. And she
Yeah.
adores it. But I can see the forms of humanity that have donned the decks of those boats are unfucking real.
Yeah.
And I actually actively, usually I'll passively absorb some stuff. Like, I had no problem when she was watching New Girl. Very good show. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But when Below the Deck comes on, I nearly have one headphone in and I'm going, get the fuck away from me. I don't want to be dealing with this. It's not for me at all. And yet Sarah watches Dropout. She's a fucking paradox of a fucking woman. But you can see where these are multi-millionaires as well. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that regardless of whether you're upper class, middle class, or lower class, or working class, call it what you like, there's no fucking notions. And there's people with notions and there's people who aren't. I feel like I'm echoing. I feel like I've said that before. But that's the difference.
Yeah.
I think mostly in America, everyone has some kind of form of notion, but I'm starting to see people who don't. And I'm seeing it mainly in the stand-up comedians I'm watching, and that they have no notions. And they're quite happy with themselves. Or they're definitely not happy with themselves, but they know full well. And there's some people who
That is a cultural thing, though, isn't it? Like, America has always been perceived as a kind of the most aspirational place you can go. Like, again, they frame themselves as going, like, no matter who you are, you can be a success, which is obviously like the biggest lie ever told. Because, like, ultimately you do reach a saturation point where, like, okay, maybe you are going to hit your ceiling because, like, capitalists got there first and have made sure that you're not going to earn any real money. Unless you, like, basically turn to be an absolute cunt and end up, like, undermining everybody in the process. For that, like, if you want something like that to happen, just play GTA 4, pretty much the same plot as that. There's something
the way Irish people go on. You can take a great fucking read of someone by a real fucking easy phrase. How are you?
Yeah.
Harry. How are you is an odd phrase around here. As you're well aware, I grew up in rougher parts. Not that you would know.
Doesn't come across, Brian. You failed so well.
All that British television I watched.
Yeah, clearly.
But you can see where it's still the same dynamic. But when I moved, it was a fucking tiny fucking not a culture shock, a culture zap, a culture tickle from moving from Coolock to Artane.
Yeah.
Whereas in Coolock, you fucking would rarely fucking say it, but if you did, how are you? Arty? Yeah, very. Here it's hiya.
Yeah.
But it's still engaging people.
Same thing.
You're still looking to make a connection. I'm actively seeking that out now with people too. I saw a lovely fucking video of someone who was like a behavioural pop psychologist and self-professed pop psychologist.
Okay.
And saying that headphones are terrible for people because we don't get passive communication anymore. So I'm actively seeking it out now because it's nice to connect with people. It's nice to feel like you're a part of something because, we're a little bit isolated. Look at us, not in the same room and yet connected. That's wonderful. But there is something in... I actively will kind of... not look to make a remark on other people, but I'll see if I'm in... especially if I'm dealing with someone in retail or something, you give an extra second to go, I hope you have a nice day and thanks very much, I really appreciate that, as opposed to just pay, here, beep, thanks.
Yeah. You can tell that in different cultures as well, like especially like in town, like all the kind of students coming in now to learn English, like from the best possible place to in Ireland, whereas it's like not only are you speaking English, but also kind of like understanding like what's it like to be in such a social country as well, and their habits are so uniquely theirs in a sense where like they have they congregate in a shape. It's like the Spanish love football so much. You actually even congregate in a formation.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, the big guys at the back there. So he's obviously playing sweeper, and then you got these three girls here who are like batty. So they're right there, the white.
Surprisingly, very strong basketball culture in Spain as well.
True, actually, yes. But again, they're all very vertical. They're all moving up and down in space.
There's some. I'm especially now because of Ethan. Ethan is a fucking magnet for people. Because little toddler fun, nice toddler.
Yeah.
And you can just see
the puppy around with you, Brian, for all intents and purposes.
It doesn't help that he's barking at people, but that maybe might do. And
That's so fucking believable for your child, by the way. I don't even remotely think that's a joke.
Yeah.
Like,
No, not at all. Not at people, but he
Bluey.
he's actively but he actively talks to people. We were
Yeah.
in Dunamede fucking shopping centre. If ever there is a fucking hotbed of the modern fucking day, it's not Dunamede shopping centre. It's a fucking time capsule. Dunn stores in Dunamede. If ever you were to get the pure fucking experience, and if you ever been, you go into Dunn's and you go upstairs to the clothes section, and you can stand at a bit of a balcony, and there's the stairs going up the stairs, Jonathan. The stairs.
Yes.
The stairs. From the food section to the clothes section. And he stood at that and said hello to everyone going up and down the fucking stairs. Actively waving. And he was just looking at them, and I'm like, Ethan, do you want to go say hello to those people? Okay. Hi. And everyone bar one bastard said hello to him, or waved, or nodded, or acknowledged. Now, I'd be head in me fucking hands this stage.
Yeah.
But he's a interesting fucking study to see how he'll progress.
When will he
fascinated.
kick into codes?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the switch. It's not fucking happening now. He
Happens to all of us, believe me, it'll happen eventually.
He's actively so but he is, as of yet, not, and he has a little bit because I've told him stop fucking doing that. He is just as pure a human as you can have at the moment, without any influence on him at the moment, for the most part, apart from please don't bite me again. Happened today, not fucking 2 hours ago. Well, even more so now. Before we were recording, certainly, he literally fucking bit me. I was like, Ethan, yeah, can you stop biting me, please? Jean shorts in teeth. Huh? Ethan? Uh-huh. You're biting me. Uh-huh. Can you stop? Don't laugh.
Didn't lick it off the stones, Brian. You didn't lick it off the stones.
Never fucking bit it. I did, actually. I'm a liar. Yeah, I'm a liar. I didn't have enough people around me to bite them, but I would have if they were around me.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if the opportunity arose, you absolutely would.
I still will. You can see.
That's why you're not at the live session anymore, because you're feral. The dogs are going like, fuck.
I'm also very tired.